So is everybody able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, it's visible.
So I am
Yes,
just
ma'am.
writing how we will be able to download our software. Just write download our. The first Google link that is coming on all of your screens, you can open it. It is written download R 4.4.1 for Windows. Open this, and after you have opened it, please click here. Download R 4.4.1 for Windows. As soon as you are clicking here, the R software would be first downloaded. It's an exe file. Any software normally comes in the exe file only. So the exe file would be downloaded. See, my file is downloaded here. जितना fast आप लोगों का internet होगा, your file would also be downloaded. After your file is downloaded, you can click on this folder and you can run this exe file. Since already R is installed on my system, that is why I am not installing it again. But after you all have been able to download R and download this .exe file, just double click on this file. Step by step, keep following the instructions and you will be able to download this software. I am giving 1-2 minutes. If you all can respond in the chat that whether you all have been able to download at least R software. Let us first begin with basic R and then we go into R Studio. Okay, Utkarsh, thank you so much. Only Utkarsh has been able to download R.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
okay.
after downloading, we have to click on run as a एक second, ma'am.
Run as administrator.
Yes, run as administrator. Is it
Thank
right,
you so
ma'am?
much. We have many people who are helping each other also, which is a good thing. जितना जल्दी जल्दी आप डाउनलोड करके रन करेंगे उतना we will be able to start doing the analysis in R. Okay, very nice. I can see a lot of people who have been able to download R. Good. For those who have been able to download R, the next step that we do is Google पर ही फिर से लिखिए डाउनलोड R Studio. RSTUDIO. Okay, I'm receiving one message from Dr. Ritvik and Anjita that the link was given for R 4.4.0. So we have downloaded. No problem at all. मेरे में तो शायद उससे भी पुराना वर्जन पड़ा हुआ है R का. तो there is no issue even if you have an older version of R. No issue at
Excuse
all.
me, ma'am.
Please don't update it. Not necessary.
Ma'am, it is giving option whether you want to customize or accept default.
Accept
So we have to
default.
click. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Those of you who have been able to download R, just write on Google, download R Studio. As soon as you will click on R Studio, the first link that is coming, R Studio Desktop, उस पे click करेंगे. And when you click on that, just click here, download R Studio Desktop for Windows. You all can see on my screen. यहाँ पर क्लिक करेंगे आप डाउनलोड आर स्टूडियो डेस्कटॉप फॉर विंडोज. एज सून एज यू क्लिक हियर अगेन वो exe फाइल फिर से डाउनलोड होने लगती है. Let it download the exe file. It is of 262 MB. Okay, now my file is downloaded. हम देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे in my folder the file is downloaded. Now I can open it and I can see the file and I can. Now I don't want to install it, So I am not installing the file right now. But if you all want, you can, जिसके में नए है उसे तो करना ही पड़ेगा. I am using an older version of R and R Studio right now, and I am not downloading the recent one. It's your choice. आप करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं. Follow the step-by-step instructions and download it. After you all have been able to download and install R Studio का sign अगर आप यहाँ पे देखें तो इस तरीके का बन के आता है. Please see where my cursor is. ऐसा sign बन के आता है. It's R and then you have a blue circle. This is the sign for R Studio. As soon as you are able to see that sign, click on that. Click on that and open R Studio. Now something like this should open on all of your systems. Please write yes on the chat box if something like this is open on your system. Thank you, Utkarsh. Okay, Dr. Ritvik. Apurva, Neetu. Okay, still downloading, Neetu. I'll wait for 1-2 minutes more. Now, these are the codes that we will be running today. I am not sending you all the codes right now. I will be sending one by one so that you all can do simultaneously. Later on, after the class, don't worry, I will send all these codes.
Ma'am, it is asking that if they should automatically upload crash reports to our studio.
Just click on no.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
अभी ये this window, everybody is able to see this window?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी, नीतू बताइए. आर स्टूडियो का विंडो खुल रहा है आपके में?
Yes, ma'am.
आर स्टूडियो in progress.
It's downloaded. I'm just opening it.
Okay, please open. Because it is important that you all are able to download the software so that we can do it simultaneously. Those of you who are not able to do it, please don't worry. All these codes I will send. Utkarsh, what is the difference in the interface? बता सकते हैं?
मैम कोड जैसे आपके कोड के नीचे कंसोल टर्मिनल और जॉब्स आ रहा है, इसमें नहीं है मैम.
क्या? फिर से बोलिए.
मैम कोड के नीचे मैम कंसोल टर्मिनल जॉब्स मैम दिखा रहा है, वो शो नहीं कर रहा है इसमें. बस
वो शो नहीं कर रहा है.
यस मैम.
अच्छा, व्यू में जाइए.
ओके मैम.
गो टू व्यू.
यस मैम.
Show environment, show connections, show other panes. इसमें देखिए कहीं show console लिख के आ रहा है.
नो मैम.
अच्छा, नीचे होगा कई बार. इट इज अ वेरी स्मॉल विंडो दैट कम्स एट द डाउन. तो थोड़ा सा एक बार देखिए, बहुत नीचे तो नहीं आ रहा है.
Latest version it is coming upside, ma'am.
It is coming upside, then that's not a problem. It should
there's an
come
option
somewhere.
there. Something it is. Wait.
Yes, Sangeeta.
Yes, ma'am. There is some more option. Concentrate on console something.
But is the console coming on your interface or not?
Yeah, it is there upside, ma'am, on the taskbar.
Don't worry if it is upside. Don't worry. It should be
move
there.
focus to console. There is a option move focus to console. Should I click that?
Click it. You can see what happens.
Nothing.
I have only 3 parts.
Yes,
like
ma'am.
console
Now it
and
Ah,
shows.
they all have 3 parts only.
not the fourth one, the upper one, where
Ah.
you have all codes.
After
Don't
running the
worry.
code, it will deploy.
Code we will write. Don't worry.
After run the code, it will appear.
Yes, after you run, it will appear. जिसके में कोड नहीं आ रहा है, just click on new file here. You can see where my cursor is.
Yes,
Just
ma'am. Yes,
click
ma'am.
on new file. There will be a blank file, a blank page that will come on all of your screen. वो blank page आ रहा है सबके में.
Ma'am, new file, they are giving lot
Yes.
of option, R script and everything.
No, ma'am.
Click on R script.
Okay. Huh. Now, yeah, now it is there.
Now it is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Everybody,
Yeah, now we have 4 windows.
now you all have 4 windows.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
great.
Yes, ma'am. 4 windows.
Everybody has 4 windows. Okay, very
Ma'am,
good.
the older version that was sent to us, the interface is very different.
How is it different?
We can only see the R console window, not the other windows.
Madam, I think you are opening R. Please open R Studio.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Anjita, I think please open R Studio.
Okay, ma'am.
मैम
Ma'am,
आर स्टूडियो को
in-
भी रन एज
In the
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन
second time, there is
करना
no
है.
console option
हाँ.
for me.
Sorry.
Ma'am, in the second tab, there is no console option.
No. Please click R Studio.
Yes, ma'am. I have opened RStudio, but the console option is not showing.
Console नहीं आ रहा, कोई बात नहीं. Click on File. Sorry. Click on this option. हमारा screen देखिए please. There is this new file plus option. Click on this option.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and click on R script.
Yes.
अभी आया ऐसा 4 विंडो बनके.
Yes, ma'am. 4 windows are coming, but the options that is in your screen, like console, terminal, those bars are not showing.
These bars are not showing. नीचे
Yes.
नीचे आ रहा
हाँ,
होगा.
हाँ.
थोड़ा सा उसको ऊपर करके देखिए प्लीज.
Oh, अच्छा.
वो ऐसे कई बार नीचे होता है बहुत. उसको you will have to resize it.
No, they are not showing. Just a blank window.
It is not showing again.
No.
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं. अभी we will run one command.
Okay.
कई
Okay.
बार उसके बाद आ जाता है.
ठीक है.
For others, are these 4 windows properly open on all of your
Yes, ma'am.
video interface?
क्रैश रिपोर्ट वाली जो ये डायलॉग बॉक्स खुला है इसको यस करना है, नो कर.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल.
मैम नो करना है.
Yes. Apurva, Ansh, okay, Deepa, thank you. I think it's already 6:50, so we should start running the commands now. एक एक करके I will be sharing the commands on the chat so that you all have the commands with you and you can start running. In the meantime, I will also be telling you that how should we go about. So first of all, this is your R Studio interface. This is how it looks like. Now this window on the left, like top left, this is the code. Here we generally write the R script, the commands. Okay. Now in my system, we can see many tabs which are open. The reason why all these tabs are showing, because I have been working on different files, isliye. I can close all these files if I want to. It's my choice. All right. So this is purely my choice. I can close them. आप सबके में शायद एक बन के आ रहा होगा. So this
Yes,
is the
ma'am.
command that this is generally the codes where these are where we write the codes. Okay. Now the right one is your R environment. Now what does R environment mean? Any data that we have imported, it will show here. Any function that we have created, any vector that we have created. Abhi I will import some data sets, and then you will be able to understand that what exactly our environment means. Any data that you have imported or any data that you are using, all will be shown here in the R environment. Okay. Then coming to the bottom left, this is the console. Now what console means? Whatever command. Now in this top left, we generally write the codes, which means your script will be present here. But when we run the script, it is in the console that we run it. And in the console only we will get the output. So whatever output you will get it in the R console. And whatever commands you will run, वो command भी इसमें आएगा. तो आप directly console में type करके run कर सकते हैं. But what happens is, if you directly write anything here and run it, then you will not be able to have a proper script, a proper code. So a good practice is always write it here at the top, write your commands at the top, and then try to run it, so that you have a list of all the codes. Okay. So in the console, we can write the commands and we will get the output. Now the bottom right one shows you, is actually very, very important. It shows you all the plots. Jaise abhi we will make box plot, then we will make histogram and figures like this. So this plot section shows you all the graphs, all the figures. Then it also shows you different packages that are already in your R version, or the packages which you should install, the list of all the packages. Now, what are packages? Now, basically, in the R software, there are few commands which are inbuilt. जैसे बहुत ही basic, like mean, median, commands, functions like this. These are inbuilt functions. Whenever we want to go and perform advanced statistical calculations or advanced statistical analysis, for that you need to install certain packages. Okay. So basically, for like particular type of analysis, you have to install packages. That is why this is important. I will show you. In today's lecture, we will be installing many packages, so don't worry. One of the very, very beautiful feature of this bottom right window is the help. Now, I have been using R. That is why I know about the software. But many of you today must be seeing this console or seeing this interface for the first time. So for the first time users, even for me also, this help feature is very good. Suppose I am not able to understand how to calculate mean. यहाँ पर एक magnifying glass ऐसा बन के आ रहा है. Just write mean here and click here. Now this help will show you how can we calculate arithmetic mean, what is the function by which we can calculate mean, anything that you want to do. अभी थोड़ा सा help को समझने में time लगेगा, but this is very much like the Excel help. So if you people would have worked on Excel, then this help would come in very, very handy. Okay. So this is one of the very important sections in this interface.
Can you tell the difference between the sections on the left side?
Sorry?
Can you tell the difference between the sections on the left side?
The sections on the left side.
Yes,
as I
difference.
said, in the console, we will be writing the commands, we will be getting the output. But we will have to write those commands here, and then we will get the output. The bottom left. At the top, what happens is those commands only which you will run in the console, you can prepare a code, a list of all those commands. जैसे यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं. Now this file I have prepared. Day 1 refresher July. These are list of all the codes, all the commands that I intend to run today and teach you all. This list I cannot prepare on the console. This is my script. So if you have to prepare something like this, a script, a code, then this is something which you prepare.
It is
And
something
this
like
is,
Notepad.
yes, it is like Notepad, but it is an R notepad. It's an R script.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a good practice if you prepare a script and then start running those commands on the console. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope the interface is clear to everybody. Let us start with the first command now. Now, if you can see on my my R script, the first command is written rm list is equal to ls. I am sending this on the chat. Why is this thing written here? This command means that I am trying to clear all my environment before I start running. Whenever you open R, please run this command first so that your environment is clean. कुछ भी पुराना, any file जो पहले से you must have downloaded it, any other data. So this basically cleans your R environment, R memory. Okay. Then what is the next? In the next command, what I'm doing, I am creating a vector X which has these values. Now, I hope everybody knows what is a vector. Can anybody tell me what is a vector? Anyone?
Any quantity having a direction, I think.
Okay, but that's right. But हम physics वाला नहीं, हम
Okay.
math वाले vector की बात करते हैं.
Fine.
Is it variable?
Yeah.
Ma'am, a set.
A set, yes, a set of values, that is a vector. So what this command actually means, now in R, this sign less than and dash, this is called assignment operator. इसकी जगह पर we can also replace it by equal to. Now I have created a vector. Now what is this C? C means column. Now I have created a vector which means a set of values X नाम से, which has all these values 34.3, 20.7, 24.3. This is just one vector that I have created. You all can also do it. I've sent it on the chat. Copy it and run it. How to run any command? If you are writing all of these commands on your script, then you can put your cursor anywhere. And one option is, यहाँ पे जो run का option आ रहा है, you can click here and the command would be run. अब आप देख सकते हैं, अगर आप, if you people would have run it, you can see in the console it is visible, and in the environment also, it has created a vector X having 7 values. Have you all been able to create this vector?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just a small question. Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, but I'm not having this particular run command in all tabs. Like,
अगर run command नहीं आ रहा ऊपर, so just put your cursor anywhere, click control and click on enter. Control enter एक साथ press करिए. That's a
ma'am, मैंने सिर्फ enter किया है, then also it is showing. Is it
enter
okay?
किया होगा तो नीचे से किया होगा, फिर आपने console में type किया है तब हो रहा है.
Okay. Ma'am, actually मेरी में 3 ही windows आ रही हैं. Fourth one is not there.
ऊपर script नहीं आ रहा है तो
No,
new
ma'am.
script करके देखिए एक बार. यहाँ पे see where is my cursor?
Okay,
Click on
okay.
new file.
ma'am,
हाँ जी.
one question.
हाँ हाँ.
Ma'am, is R case sensitive like Python that every space is counted and every
बिल्कुल
space is
बिल्कुल.
necessary?
Yes, it is.
Okay, ma'am.
And ma'am, what does that cleaning the script, that first command mean?
What is the meaning of RM? RM
Uh,
list is equal to LS.
yes, yes.
It
What does
cleans
it
your
do?
environment. जैसे अभी हमने X बना लिया एक बार, okay? Now if again I run this RM, then see X is deleted.
Okay, okay, okay.
So the
ma'am.
first command cleans your environment. Environment क्यों clean करना है? हमको unnecessary memory occupy नहीं करना है.
Okay, thank you.
कंसोल में रहता है मैम फिर?
कहीं पे भी नहीं रहेगा, वो ऊपर रहेगा बस. हाँ, कंसोल में दिखता रहेगा. उसको भी अगर हमें क्लीन करना है, ओके, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. जैसे ये जो कंसोल में इतना सारा दिख रहा है, सपोज इफ आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट, लाइकिंग एज एन आई वांट टू क्लीन द कंसोल आल्सो, देयर इज अ शॉर्टकट, कंट्रोल एल. कंट्रोल करिए और एल, कीबोर्ड में जो एल वाला बटन है, कंट्रोल और एल एक साथ अगर आप प्रेस करेंगे, इट विल क्लियर योर कंसोल. इसको आप लिख सकते हैं कहीं पे, या यहाँ पर भी. जैसे अगर आप मेरी स्क्रिप्ट में देखें, आई हैव रिटन फ्यू थिंग्स यूजिंग हैश. कैन यू ऑल सी दिस? दिस हैश इज बेसिकली टू राइट द कमेंट. अगर किसी भी कमांड के आगे, मतलब अगर किसी भी चीज के आगे हैश लिखा है, तो आर इज नॉट गोइंग टू रन इट. दिस इज फॉर यू टू
सुपर
अंडरस्टैंड.
स्पीडो आ रहा है, उड़ा देगा सबको अभी.
तो सपोज इफ आई राइट कंट्रोल प्लस एल to clear the console. Okay. Are you all understanding? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
तो जैसे हमने X बनाया, let us also quickly make Y. Now, I think you all have X and Y both. These are two vectors. Has everybody been able to make X and Y both?
Ma'am, if I give space between the numbers,
Yes, ma'am.
will it be all right?
Yeah.
If I give space between the numbers, will it be all right? Or I shouldn't give space between the
No,
numbers?
you should not give space. Please don't
Okay.
give any space between the numbers. Run तो भी वो करेगा. There will not be any problem. But why do you want to give space?
नहीं कर रहा.
Ma'am, I have a doubt that now I am running after writing Y, then it is showing the control L to clear console, and Y it is not showing X.
कोई बात नहीं, console में ना भी दिखाए तो कोई बात नहीं. Please
Okay,
see it
ma'am.
in your environment, whether you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
X and Y both in your environment or not.
Ma'am, in environment it is showing Y only.
तो click again, तो X को एक बार फिर से रन कर लीजिए.
Okay, ma'am.
Is everybody able to see X and Y in the environment now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now run these three commands: X plus Y, X minus Y, and X into Y. This is just how we can multiply, add, and subtract three vectors. You can also see just X. अगर हम सिर्फ X लिख के console पे run करेंगे, तो all the values of X would be shown. This is just like one variable. इसको वेक्टर बोल रहे हैं हम because I have created it. थोड़ा R की terminology भी use कर रहे हैं, but this is simply one variable having 7 values. Have all of you been able to run these three
Yes,
commands?
ma'am.
Plus Y,
Yes,
minus
ma'am.
Y.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, good. One more thing, very quickly. This R can also be used as a calculator. तो मतलब अगर suppose हमें करना है 4, 5, 6 any number multiplied by any other number, और ऐसे करके आप कर देंगे, it will give you the product of two numbers. I mean, this is a very silly thing, but this thing can also be used as a calculator. So any mathematical operation or function if you want to do, you can just write it here and run it. Okay. Now, after you all have been able to do this, please run all these commands. Now, this is
Ma'am, it is just showing x plus y. It is not giving answers like it gave to you.
where. Please
In
run it.
control.
सुनिए उसको एक बार रन करिए. Just write x plus y and click
Yes.
enter.
I did that copy from here on only, but
No, enter करिए. आपने उसको enter नहीं किया होगा. Run it first.
मैम कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा.
it is coming x plus y only. Probably it is not taken. I just copied from here, from chat box and.
In your environment, are you able to see x and y?
Yes.
In your environment, are you able to see? Meanwhile, I am sending all these commands for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Please keep running minimum, maximum, range, mean, median, variance, and a standard deviation. Okay. Yes, madam.
I tried to do this RM wala first point also, and after that control L also did not work. Like in your case, console was full clear. In mine, it did not go. Then I ran X and Y again, probably. But then also this X plus Y is only coming. It is not giving answers like addition and.
Are you able to see X and Y in your environment on the right?
Yes. And I tried to run again, control E and plus.
Okay, just a second.
Command also.
Just a second. Just write X on the console and click enter. Write X on the console and click enter. और फिर बताइए क्या आ रहा है.
कुछ नहीं, X ही लिखा है.
एक बार आप just don't worry. Please close our studio once.
Control enter किया तो आया X का पूरा लिस्ट.
तो आप रन करके एक बार उसको देखिए फिर ना, तो आप ऊपर से कंट्रोल एंटर करिए.
नहीं, कंट्रोल एंटर X ही आ रहा है.
तो मैडम Y को भी फिर कंट्रोल एंटर करके ऊपर से करिए. Deepa, very good. Are you understanding also? Mean, maximum, range, minimum, mean, then median, variance, standard. Very nice. What about others? Have you all been
Ma'am, I have copied the X1 and I am making it for Y1.
Very nice.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Can you tell the meaning of range here?
अभी सब बता रही हूँ मैं.
Okay, ma'am.
अभी बस रन कर लीजिए एक बार. मैं भी रन कर लेती हूँ जब तक. फिर हम एक आउटपुट डिस्कस करते हैं. हाँ जी.
Ma'am, I have a question.
हाँ.
Ma'am, if we are writing only min x, we are getting the input. So what is the use of writing to get minimum of x?
Because we want to find out the minimum value. We want to see. अभी तो ये 7 values हैं. आपको दिख रहा है minimum क्या है?
Okay, ma'am.
Suppose if you have say 1000, 2000, 10,000, 1 lakh observation, तो minimum कैसे find out करोगे?
Okay.
It's for
ma'am, but if we're not writing the text that is after hashtag, then also we're getting the output, right?
Hash is for you guys to understand only. I have written hash.
Okay, ma'am.
ताकि हमको पता हो कि ये क्या है.
Okay. Thank you.
Hash is not anything written after hash is not our command.
Okay.
Yes, it is like magic. Absolutely correct. All these softwares are अभी तो we are doing very simple things. Abhi gradually when we will be doing advanced analysis, you all will feel really happy because like lot of calculations, these softwares do it in seconds.
मैम ये आप सेंड कर देंगे बाद में because I have some issue आज स्टूडियो डाउनलोड नहीं हुआ है.
मैं अभी तुरंत मैं क्लास के बाद ये पूरा स्क्रिप्ट I will share it with Dr. Dharmen and he will share it with all of you. Don't worry. I'll share the entire script with all of you.
मैम एक्चुअली मैं भी लेट ज्वाइन कर पाई
X+Y.
बिकॉज ऑफ नेटवर्क इशू। मुझे
मैं
बस ये
कर दूंगी,
पूछना है।
मैं कर दूंगी स्क्रिप्ट अभी। मैं अभी पूरी स्क्रिप्ट इसलिए नहीं कर रही हूँ क्योंकि फिर देन यू ऑल विल नॉट रन इट विथ मी ना, दैट इज व्हाई।
हाँ, बस एक क्वेश्चन है मैम। जैसे अभी आपने कहा कि ये तो अभी 7 वैल्यूज है, तो इट इज विजिबल मिनिमम क्या है, मैक्सिमम क्या है। सो इफ आई हैव अ 1000 सेट, thousands का डेटा, वी कैन लाइक ट्रांसफर दैट डेटा हियर ऑन
हाँ
दिस
बिल्कुल
सॉफ्टवेयर।
बिल्कुल
ओके
बिल्कुल, दैट इज व्हाट आई विल डू।
ओके
अभी
ओके।
तो आई हैव मेड अ वेरी वेरी स्मॉल वेक्टर। अभी आई विल शो यू हाउ यू कैन इंपोर्ट योर फाइल फ्रॉम एक्सेल।
ओके ओके।
Because normally what happens is if we do data analysis, we create our file in Excel only. So I will show it to you all how to create a file in Excel.
Okay ma'am, okay.
And how to import the file from Excel. ठीक है?
ठीक है।
Okay, now I think very good. So Arun, Utkarsh, you've done it for both X and Y. So I think you all have done some basic statistical measures. अब ये क्या होते हैं एक बार very quickly. Minimum gives you minimum value, maximum returns the maximum. Range is minimum and maximum. तो दोनों एक साथ दे देता है वो, that is range. Then mean is सबको पता है, it's the arithmetic mean. Median, it is the central मतलब 50% observation वाली value. Variance is again variance, measure of dispersion. Standard deviation is your standard deviation. ठीक है? उसके बाद now we have done it for a vector now. Now there are lot of data sets. Actually, I will explain these concepts to you in 3 ways. Number 1, using a vector. Okay, we have done it. Number 2, we will be using some inbuilt data sets of R. Now, any software or any programming language, if we do statistical analysis on that software, there are a lot of inbuilt data sets that are present in the software. Just like in R, there are lot of data sets, inbuilt data sets, which are present. तो एक डेटा सेट है आइरिस, जो कि आर में प्रेजेंट होता है, एंड विच इज अ वेरी वेरी पॉपुलर डेटा सेट. साहिल, अगर आप अपने को प्लीज म्यूट कर ले, थोड़ा डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा है. इफ यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन यू कैन अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. साहिल प्लीज म्यूट. थैंक यू सो मच. साहिल चौहान प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिए, थोड़ा डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा है. Okay. Now there is one data set in R जिसको we call iris. What you all can do, just write iris, IRIS, and click on Control Enter. Are you all able to see the data?
Yes ma'am.
मैम ये कंसोल में जो आया वही ना?
हाँ.
वहां पर नहीं दिखेगा ना एनवायरनमेंट में हमको?
नहीं.
बस आपने अटैच और ब्रैकेट में आइरिस लिखा है?
नहीं, वो उस पर अभी हम नहीं आ रहे. अभी हम अटैच पे नहीं आ रहे. अभी आई एम जस्ट शोइंग यू दैट देयर इज दिस डेटा iris which is in R already, which is inbuilt software, inbuilt data set of R. हम उस डेटा को देख रहे हैं खाली. अटैच कमांड के बारे में अभी मैं बात नहीं कर रही हूँ.
मैम मेरे उसमें अभी भी नीचे कंसोल में आइरिस लिख के ही आ रहा है, डेटा नहीं आया. देयर इज सम इशू, एनवायरनमेंट इज अगेन स्टिल एम्प्टी.
कोई बात नहीं मैडम, नीचे नहीं आ रहा तो आप एक काम करो ना, ऊपर आप आइरिस लिखो और कंट्रोल एंटर कर दो.
किया, उसके बाद भी नीचे कंसोल में आइरिस ही लिख के आ रहा है. इट इज नॉट गिविंग डेटा.
So you just close your R once, R Studio once, open it again, then it will run. कई बार थोड़ा कुछ इंस्टॉलेशन वगैरह में थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है.
ओके, थैंक यू.
If you all have been able to see this data, इस बारे में एक बार very quickly हम अगर बात करें, it has 150 observations and this is about a flower iris, different species of this flower, and इसका सेपल लेंथ. नाउ फ्लावर्स में हमको पता है there is a sepal एक फ्लावर में, and there is a petal of a flower, right? तो उसका सेपल लेंथ कितना है, सेपल विड्थ कितना है, पेटल लेंथ कितना है और पेटल विड्थ कितना है. These are 4 variables and there are 150 observations. ठीक है, 4 नहीं, सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी, 5 वेरिएबल है, पांचवा इज अबाउट अ स्पीशीज. नीचे आ रहा है, this is the 5th variable, species. Setosa, versicolor and virginica. These are 3 species of iris. Is everybody able to understand this data?
Species are not available.
Yeah.
The species is not available. Only 150 observations came.
आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही मुझे, फिर से बोलिए.
He is saying species is not available in his data.
होगा, नीचे देखिए, थोड़ा नीचे देखिए, होगा, सबके में है स्पीशीज.
No, ma'am.
मिला?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ,
okay,
एवरीबडी
ma'am.
हैज. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. ये
Okay.
आर का इनबिल्ट डेटा है और आई मीन दिस इज decades old data and very 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 popular data set. तो अब आप एक काम करिए now, for those of you who have been able to see this data, first of all attach this data. Now what attach means, if you write attach and in the bracket you write iris, then this means that we have now attached this data in R's memory. Now R knows that you are working on iris. Now suppose if I want to see the mean of sepal length, how will I do it? Can anybody tell me how can I see the mean of sepal length? Command क्या होगा?
Ma'am, mean bracket sepal dot length.
Yes. Mean bracket sepal dot length. This is what is the beauty of attach command. Now suppose हम इसको detach कर देते. Just write detach iris. Everybody. Detach हो गया? Now run the same command. Mean sepal length. Okay. Why is this running? Because iris is a default मतलब inbuilt data of R. कोई और data होता, if you would have used any external data, then without attaching that data, you cannot directly use the variable. अगर हम mean sepal length लिखते, now iris is an inbuilt data of R, इसलिए attach करना, detach करना is not important, but I will show you it did not run on mine after detaching. Yes. So in many it will not run. Yes, it will not run. जिसके में नहीं run कर रहा है, what is the command for that? Mean iris, then dollar, then sepal length. Now try to run it and tell me.
Ma'am, when I attach the data, it is showing that the error object sepal length not found.
हाँ, because now run it. For all those who were not able to get it after detaching, run this command which I have just now sent on the chat and let me know whether now you are able to see the mean or not. Okay, thank you, Gaurav. Yes.
After I attach, I use the command mean bracket sepal dot length, but it is not showing.
That is what I said. That after you have detached it, it will not run the command.
Ma'am, it is before detaching. Actually, we attach
Yes,
iris. मेरे केस में भी यही problem आ रहा है.
It is case sensitive, ma'am. It is case sensitive. You have to put in capital letters.
तो एक बार आप उसको detach कर लीजिए, then again attach it, then again run it. For the others, have you got the result?
यस मैम।
यस मैम।
तो
Okay.
फिर हमें नहीं दिखना चाहिए, मतलब मीन का वैल्यू नहीं आना चाहिए आइडियली।
Yes.
इसमें नहीं आना।
Yes. What does dollar sign denote here? Dollar means that we are referring to a specific variable within that data. So iris एक data हो गया, and using the dollar sign, we are referring to a specific variable within that data. तो iris के अंदर sepal length की बात कर रहे हैं हम. This is what dollar sign means. In nutshell, what this thing means? This thing means that either you attach the data. If you are attaching your data, then it is not necessary that you use the dollar sign. But if you are not attaching your data, whenever you have to deal with any variable, necessarily you will have to use the dollar sign. That is
Yes,
why,
ma'am, हो गया run.
that is why it is important that whenever we are using any data, the first thing is to attach that data. Attaching that data means हम R को ये बता रहे हैं कि हम अब इस डेटा पर काम करेंगे. Now, for all of you who have been able to attach iris, you can try to calculate its mean, maximum, range, median, variance, standard. जो अभी हम x के लिए कर रहे थे, that we can do for any of these variables, except species. Species के लिए we will
Using
not
dollar
be,
sign only?
you don't need to use dollar sign because you have attached iris.
मैम वो रन तभी हुआ है जब हमने डॉलर लगाया राइट नाउ.
क्योंकि आपने अटैच नहीं किया था, उसको अटैच करिए एक बार. Once you will attach the iris, then you don't need to put the dollar sign. Now, after you all have been able to do that, run this command quantile. Actually, these are two commands, quantile and IQR. One is to get the quantile and the other is to get the interquartile range. This is something new. What is quantile? Now, quantile means by default, it will give you the minimum value. Then it will give you 25th percent quantile, matlab Q1. Then it will give you Q2. Yesterday, हम box plot बना रहे थे. So there we did discuss about all these things. Then 75th percentile, Q3. Then 100th percentile, which is the maximum value. This is actually called 5-point summary. अब इस कमांड में जो हमने, have you been able to run these two commands?
Yes, ma'am.
Now in this command there is one thing which is new, which is na.rm is equal to t. Okay, why is this and what is this? Suppose इसके बिना हम run करके देखते हैं. Let us try to run it without na.rm. Just write quantile sepal length. Now see the results. Can you see any difference in the result? Can you see any difference in the result?
No, ma'am.
No. So basically, why did we use it? This command is actually used when you have missing observations in your data. na.rm is actually used when there are missing observations, और R में क्या होता है? Blank or missing observations are denoted by NA. You all know what is NA? Not applicable. So
Yes, ma'am.
R में all the missing or blank observations are denoted by NA. suppose if your data has missing observations, and abhi to we are just starting today, but later on when we will be doing or we will be running more commands, then we will understand. तब हम करके भी दिखाएंगे आपको. Suppose if your data has missing observations, that is NA, in that case, अगर हम ये नहीं लिखेंगे, then this particular command will not run. And it is not only for this, it is for mean, it is for median, it is for all these previous commands जो अभी हमने पढ़ा है. So
Ma'am,
whenever, हाँ,
what is here means what is not applicable here?
not applicable is missing. Data में कुछ missing होता है ना. कभी कभी there are certain values which are not present in your data.
Okay, ma'am.
तो अगर वो missing होता है तो NA से वो R में replaced होता है. That is what I'm saying. What is RM and what is T? RM का the full form is remove. So na.rm is a command basically, and T means true. So you are telling the software to remove the missing data.
Ma'am?
Yes, I will show you an example. Let me first import any data. क्योंकि iris तो अभी that's a iris is a by default data. Let me import any data and then I will show you missing. Don't worry. Is so true in the logical sense? Yes. Yes, Aishwarya. True is in the logical sense.
The okay, ma'am. The interquartile range, is it not 1.3, but is it not a lower value and upper limit?
No.
Two values
Interquartile is
should-
Q3
what does that
minus
1.3
Q1.
mean? Okay.
Interquartile is Q3 minus Q1. तो 1.3 तो होगा. 6.4 minus 5.1.
So that is okay.
Q3 कितना है? 6.4 ही तो है. Q3 is your third quartile, 6.4. And Q1 is 25th percentile, 5.1. So Q3 minus Q1 will be 1.3. So interquartile range will be 1.3. Is this clear, everybody?
मैम अगर डेटा में मिसिंग वैल्यू है और अगर हम na.rm इज इक्वल टू टी नहीं देते हैं तो फिर वो सॉरी कमांड रन ही नहीं करेगा.
Yes.
Okay.
The command will not run in that case. Is this clear till here, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next command that we will do is mean absolute deviation. कल हम पढ़ रहे थे ना? There is something which is mean deviation. Madam, could you please send separately all the data to import as chat box will not be available in the recorded video? Yes, Nikita, I already told that I will be sending this code to Dr. Dharmendra, who will be sending all these codes to you all. Don't worry about that.
Quantile and quartile are the same thing? Quantile, quartile.
Arun, are you asking any question?
Yes, ma'am. The quantile and quartile, they are both mean the same thing? Quantile and quartile.
Quartiles are only 4.
Okay.
Q1, Q2, Q3, and then you have the last value. It divides your data into 4 sections. But what quantile means is, it is actually, I mean, it depends on you whether you want to see 5th percentile, whether you want to see 75th, 70th. That can be any value, but by default, it returns like the software gives you only 5 in this case.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, but you can keep on changing it.
Right, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, Utkarsh, in Excel class, university took a lot of time to send the document. That is why we are worried. Please don't worry, Utkarsh. I hope you all have been able to run mean deviation also. This is mean deviation about mean. Yesterday we were discussing about different types of measures of dispersion. Agar yaad hoga, so we did discuss about range, about interquartile range, standard deviation, variance, and we had also discussed about mean deviation. Now, as
Ma'am,
I said,
ma'am, I can't run the code. It shows couldn't find function mean AD.
couldn't find function mean AD. Is this
Yes,
error coming in many of
Yes,
you?
me also.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, which means you have to download a package. Very good. Please install this package, everybody. This is the command how you have to install it. Install.packages. Then in the bracket write DESC tool. Since I have already installed this package, that is why this command is already running in my system. Suppose if you, have you all started installing?
Yes.
Now, suppose if you all cannot write this or don't want to write it, there is one more way by which you can install it. In that bottom right window, in the packages section, click on packages, and here where the magnifying glass is there, just write DESC and tools. In my system, it is already written, a check mark is already there. Because I already have it installed. Okay, Arun. Okay, Dr. Ritvik, DESC tools won't work in R 4.4.0. Okay. Then you can see some replacement for that. Just in the package, write DESC and see what comes over. For those who have been able to install it, just now, then write library and DESC tools. Always remember, first of all, we have to install a package and then we have to call the package using the library. Installation, only once you have to do it. But library, every time you open R, you have to call that function using library.
Ma'am, by default, it is already some packages are there.
That's good. That's very good. जिसके में रन कर रहा है उनके में कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है.
No, but there are some boxes, check boxes which are like not ticked and some are ticked.
Don't worry about that. For this particular command, just think about this particular command. Are you able to run this or not?
Not, ma'am.
Ma'am, I tried to search in help box desk tools, but it is not showing.
So these are the two commands. I'm sending them again on the chat box. First, we have to install a package and then we have to call the package using library.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have written library.
Just a second, Ananya. Please let me complete and then one person at a time. First, we have to install the package. All that using are using a release or use for
breaking.
I default on this who are able to run in all library can run. It now clear is food deviation.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is totally breaking. We can't hear you properly.
Still break.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Sending the code still print to all of you.
मैम just a question. ये मेरे पैकेज में bottom
अंकित थोड़ा सा प्लीज लाउड बोलिए जरा.
हाँ मैम जो मेरे पैकेजेस है पैकेज में मैम डेस्क में डाल रहा हूँ डेस्क में ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा डेस्क टूल्स का.
I am not able to understand your question. I'm sorry. Please write it on the chat box. I'm not able to hear you properly.
पैकेज ऑप्शन है पैकेज ऑप्शन में
Once more, I am sending all these commands to all of you.
मैम नॉट command issue only package.
I am sending all these commands to all of you once again. And in the meantime, I will also be sending these commands. Please try to practice all of it till here. Length, summary, and print. Very briefly, if I will discuss.
क्या करना पड़ेगा?
Length means that length tells you that how many characters are there in your particular variable. Basically, it tells you the size. So suppose if I run length x, then it will tell me that there are 7 observations or 7 values. Summary is again a very beautiful command. In one single command, it gives you 6-point summary, which is minimum, maximum, first quartile, third quartile, mean, and median. All of this in one single command. So that is also very good. Then print is just that if you want the results. So वो हम print x से भी कर सकते हैं. Or if I just write x, then also we get the values. So print is just to have those values as your output. So I am stopping here. Please try to practice till this point. I will send the codes, and after this we can discuss in the next class.
Excuse ma'am.
Yes, Utkarsh.
Ma'am, one question.
I was having problem in installing the package.
In installing the package, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
What problem did you have?
Ma'am, can you tell again that how to install the package? Because I was not able to understand.
Just write install dot packages. You can see my screen. This is the command install dot packages, and then in the quotes write the name of the package that is available.
Yes, ma'am, done.
पैकेज है वो अवेलेबल ही नहीं हो रहा मेरे पास कोई नहीं दिखा है कोई नहीं हो रहा.
Utkarsh, have you been able to download it?
Ma'am, I tried, but it was continuously showing hptt can.rstudio.com bin Windows tool in red color, trying URL, and then content type application / zip length.
Can you send it on the chat box? Because ऐसे I'm not.
Ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. Can I say one thing?
Yes.
For me, the installation was not happening. I continuously ran the code for 5 times. 5 times they showed the warning, and the 6th time I got successfully installed.
For those of you who are not able to install the package, please first search the name of the package, that whether this package is available in the version of R or not. कैसे उसको search करेंगे? As I said, please write DESC here in the package section.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are able to see this package present here, means
Yes.
it is available in your R version. Only then you will be able to install that package.
Ma'am, it was not available or
Available
it was
नहीं है
not showing. Ma'am, it will show later. Ma'am, for me, first it didn't show. Later, continuously, if we run it, it showed in mine.
No, it is not because of that. Continuously करने से नहीं होगा. It may be because initially you would have not written the correct spelling or something like that. If it is showing here, please install the package. After it is installed, then call it using library. In some of you might be having this problem in installing and calling it from library. Please don't do it repeatedly. अगर ज़्यादा problem आ रहा है, just close RStudio once, again open it, and then try to search for that package, and then try to install it.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm like, I have installed the package and called using library, but how can I check that I have correctly called it or not? Is there
Please
a
run
way?
mean AD. अगर mean AD run कर रहा है, इसका मतलब package install हो गया है.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Siddhi, you will have to save your work. How can we save? Click on File, click on Save As, and make a folder. I hope you have been able to make a folder. In that folder, click on Save, and then you will be able to save your today's work.
Ma'am, it is showing an error. Object sepal.length not found.
Which means that you have not been able to install the package properly. Please try
Okay,
to
ma'am.
do it again, Utkarsh. And if you are still not able to do it, we will discuss it tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
Ma'am, is it possible for a non-normal distribution to have?
I am not able to understand your question.
Ma'am,
You
is
can
it
write
possible?
on the chat. आप chat पे लिख सकते हैं, तो मैं पढ़ लूंगी उसे.
Ma'am, I am telling. Is it possible for a non-normal distribution to be symmetrical with no skewness?
I am not able to understand your question. Please write it on the chat.
Okay, ma'am. 1 minute.
He's saying that normal distribution can be symmetrical. I think
Normal
this
is symmetrical. That
he's
is the
asking.
fundamental property of normal distribution. Is it possible for a non-normal distribution to be? No. It's not possible.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am.
And ma'am, another thing, yesterday you told about the outliers and the extreme values. So if those outliers and the extreme values are present in the sample, so shall I discard those values or shall we include them?
No. If outliers and extreme values are present, you cannot remove any observation from your data, and you should not. All I was saying is that outliers and extreme values are present in your data. Outliers and extreme values define your data, but if extreme observations are present, you just need to double check it once and be careful that is it really present in your data or is it just a typographical error. They should be dealt with care.
Okay.
None of the observations can be removed. You just need to deal outlier and extreme observations with care. So we are ending today's class and we will be continuing tomorrow. Probably we'll be having theory. So day after again, we will be starting with R. That is what is the plan. Okay.
Actually, I am getting when I am trying to install the package, it is showing this error, ma'am. I have write it in chat.
हाँ भेजिए उत्कर्ष उसे.
मैम भेज दिया.
Cannot Windows install, cannot open compressed. There may be some problem in your software installation.
Ma'am, I have actually installed it in B drive because my C drive is almost gonna to full.
No, there is some problem in software installation. इसलिए ये problem आ रहा है और ये problem आपके आगे के सारे packages में आएगा.
Okay, ma'am.
इसलिए एक बार uninstall करके properly software को दोबारा install कर लीजिए.
Okay, ma'am.
मैम
Yes, ma'am.
एक
तो मैम R स्टूडियो और R दोनों को रीइंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा ना?
दोनों को कर लीजिए, अदरवाइज आप हाँ दोनों को ही कर लीजिए तो बेहतर रहेगा. कई बार
Yes, ma'am.
अनइंस्टॉलेशन में प्रॉब्लम होता है इस वजह.